Hi, welcome to this episode of Jacqueline's Journey. On this episode, we'll be talking about side effects of gastric bypass. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jacqueline. I've had gastric bypass on September 12th of 2019. I'm also a wife, a stepmother, and a woman with cerebral palsy who uses a wheelchair as a mobility device. Sorry about my messy hair. Um, this was gym hair today. So earlier today, I got to work out in the gym, and I'll discuss that in a future video. But in these videos, one of the things that I wanted to do was bring you real life. So today, I'm going to talk about the side effects of having gastric bypass. By no means are any of these side effects reasons why not to have the surgery. It is a very personal decision and one that you have to make on your own. My hope is that these videos somehow find one person who is going through similar circumstances and possibly is also a woman with a mobility issue, to help them make their decision and to give them the reality of what it's like living post gastric bypass surgery. Yes, there are side effects, but they are manageable side effects. Sometimes we all have our good days and our bad days. Sometimes it seems like we're having more bad days than not. Um, but if you hang in there, I promise you it is so worth it. So I wanted to talk about two not so good side effects and two good side effects of having gastric bypass surgery. First, I believe that I'm going to lead with the negative so I can finish on a positive note. One of the negative side effects of gastric bypass surgery or any weight loss surgery is a phenomenon called dumping. Now, I've talked about this in previous videos about dumping and what I've had to go through, but I've soon discovered that there's more than one type of dumping. Um, Now I'm going to get really graphic, but I promised you that I was going to be real, and I can't do that without being graphic. So if this bothers you, or if this is too much information, I apologize. Um, I just need to get real with some people, and these are some real things that I've encountered, and I'm sure other people have or will encounter if they choose to have gastric bypass surgery. Now, mind you, these are all manageable, and like I said, not meant to scare you in any way. But I have to talk about dumping syndrome. Dumping syndrome, traditionally, people hear dumping and they think of throwing up when you've eaten too much or eaten too fast or you have something stuck from your esophagus to your newly formed stomach. That is a reality, and I've said in the past that for me, I can eat too much. Sorry, I have to change my position. Um, um, didn't want to come through the screen there, but you know how it is. It's hard to sit on your butt for so long. In any case, dumping traditionally for me, throwing up meant that I would become extremely nauseous, and it would take probably up to a good 4 or 6 hours for me to finish throwing up, causing me to miss work and have to use FMLA. About a month ago, maybe even less than a month ago, I was rudely introduced to a new form of dumping in the form of diarrhea. Not only diarrhea, but unexpected and explosive diarrhea. Meaning that I didn't feel well one night going to bed, which is not uncommon for me. and it has nothing to do with gastric bypass, but um, usually doesn't have anything to do with surgery. But um, around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I all of a sudden woke up and realized that I was having explosive diarrhea in the bed. And it wasn't the kind that I could try to hold and move. It wasn't also time allowing me to tell my husband to go get a bedpan or something to help me. It just happened. I literally was woken up during it, and it went so quickly, and it was violent, and it was a lot. Um, I don't believe it was too painful in the beginning, but then it lasted for a long, long, long time, hours, until we got it all cleaned up, and I finally fell asleep probably about 6 o'clock in the morning, um, causing my husband to call into work and utilize FMLA, um, because I was up all night, and quite honestly, it took a lot out of me figuratively, emotionally, and literally. So, beware, folks, there's more than one form of dumping, which I kind of knew, but I kind of didn't think of. And quite honestly, 4 months into this process, did not think it would happen to me. Since then, I've understood that it can, and I've been more prepared for it, if possible. If you could ever be prepared, that is something that I've looked out for. The second side effect that I've been experiencing is hair loss, hence the hair pulled back, and it's getting, don't mind the gray people, I haven't been to the salon, but it is getting thinner. And yes, I do take vitamins. I take the bariatric fusion one a day. Plus, I take biotin for skin, nails, and hair. Everybody, when I tell them my hair is coming out, the first question they ask me is, well, are you taking a vitamin for hair, skin, and nails? Yes, I'm taking a vitamin. This is not something that I'm doing wrong or that you will be doing wrong. Take your vitamins. It's very important. Whatever vitamin works for you, and is recommended by your doctor, I strongly suggest it. It is not something that we can intentionally take care of. It is not your fault. I'm doing everything that I possibly can, as sure as you will be doing too. It's just a side effect. Everybody tells me that it will come back. I have every belief that it is. And quite honestly, I'll deal with it as it comes. The surgery I knew wasn't going to be easy. For those people who say that this is the easy way out, quite frankly, they can kiss my ass. It is not easy. However, when you reach the point that you have to make a decision to have gastric bypass, you're ready and you're willing to deal with whatever. And I'm not saying that every day is a good day. Some days virtually suck. But the side effects thus far are indeed manageable. Now, as I've said, to every negative, there is a positive. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to pause. Sorry about that. I had to pause the video real quick to change position again, and I didn't want you to think that I was falling through the screen. Um, there are positives. 4.5 months, almost 5 months out, I can tell you that I can see a difference. Um, I'm wearing smaller clothes. Well, let me not lie a second. I don't see the difference. Everybody else does. But I can tell you that I'm wearing smaller clothes, which is nice. The positive is I get to shop in regular sizes. So for me, that's an accomplishment. I now weigh less than I did in high school, which, I'm not here to brag, but that is a major milestone for me. Another positive is I can move better because I've lost the weight. And being able to move better has helped me gain my independence. Now, independence doesn't mean that I'm ever going to get up and walk or no longer use my wheelchair. I'm being very realistic about that. However, it does allow me to be able to take off my shoes with adaptive equipment. It does allow me to go to the gym and work out and just feel better about myself. It does allow me to transfer independently. Now, I'm not saying that those results are going to be typical for anybody who has a mobility issue. I mean, your issues are always going to be your issues, and I encourage everybody to be safe when they're doing things. But I notice a difference, and it's not made me more confident yet, but it's at least given me some kind of hope for the future that I will get there just as you will get there. You will get to your goals. Granted, for me, my weight loss journey has been slower. I'm not losing 20 pounds a month like typical that you see on this is 600 pound. I was just watching the 600-pound life that you normally see on the 600-pound life, or that you hear everybody in the sport group say, "Hey, I'm 3 weeks out and I've lost 21 pounds." That's not been my journey. My journey has been about a pound a week. I'm hoping that that turns around. That's not to say that I'm eating any more than anybody else. That's not to say that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or that you're not going to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's just in reality, the weight loss will come off slower because, like me, you may not be able to move around. And that's what I want you to know. You do the best and you do you. And as long as you're going in the right direction, that's what's more important. As long as you're happy. So, there are negatives, but there's also positives to going through this journey. And I will be with you every step of the way. If you have any questions, if you have comments, or if you have topic suggestions, please feel free to put them in the comments below and let me know what you think. And if I can help you in any way, please feel free to reach out by commenting me and letting me know how I can reach you. You can also find me on Facebook under Believe and Achieve Consulting if you wish. Their videos will come out more frequently. Just like and subscribe below so that you can be notified when we release a new video. They're not all going to be about weight loss, although I know the majority of our videos, or my videos, and Jacqueline's journey has been that way because hence that's Jacqueline's journey at the moment. But always, 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 everyone, please remember, if you believe, you can achieve. Have a great week. Bye bye.